I have your attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What do you think?
Well, that was a dramatic start, wasn't it?
Oh, that was brilliant.
Absolutely.
That was mad. So I apologise if that made anybody jump.
Yeah. I wonder if they're tuned into the wrong thing.
So welcome everyone. Oh, I can see lots of people watching already. Thank you for joining us. If you are watching, do please pop a hello in the comments. Give us a wave. Tell us who you are, where you're from, all that malarkey. This evening is all about full moon magic. We have a free full moon magic workshop for you, information from us, and we're going to make you guys work as well. So have your brains at the ready. There will be correspondence quizzes, and then we will do a full moon ritual as well. So yes, giggling already. Cherubs. I don't think we've ever been called cherubs before. Goody. Hi, Mandy. Cherub. We're going to write that one down.
Yeah, definitely
You
not
can see the
sure.
little halo glowing now, look.
Halos.
Above my head.
How about that? Good evening, Paul and Claire. Good evening, good evening.
Hello.
Hi, Debbie.
Fabulous.
Hammersmith, just looking for my brains. If you find them, mine's probably
yes.
with them.
Hi,
Let me
Debbie.
know.
Mhm.
Good evening, Mark. Brains, I don't know about that. Good evening, Lorna. On a train, so my quiz results would be sketchy at best. most of ours are like that. We're not on a train and we don't have that excuse. No, we'll be going through the full moon and her energies and how to work with her and different correspondences. So good evening, Anna. So just your thoughts, really, your correspondences, your ideas, your input. Never throw everyone's ideas in the pot kind of thing. There is a downloadable, printable worksheet on the Kitchen Witch Facebook group with space for you to write all of your own full moon correspondences. Print it out, write your stuff in, pop it in your book of shadows if you want to. Entirely up to you. The ritual is on the forum too, yes, for the students.
Yeah.
We'll be doing a ritual after the workshop. Bit of gratitude, full moon magic. You can follow along if you would like to. You just need a couple of candles, or you can just watch, listen. Sephora, splendid full moon last night here, so yours should be a goodie this evening. I should explain that Sephora is in New Zealand, so she's a little bit ahead of us.
Yeah, she has the advantage of being in front.
Yeah, she hasn't got a time machine or anything like that. That'd be really cool. Or scary.
Supposed to be clear skies this evening. I'm not sure, so I'll go and have a look out the window later.
Oh, no, let's have a look. It's dark. It's dark and cloudy out there.
Dark and cloudy. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
There was apparently a meteor shower last night, but
Okay.
it was supposed to be in the early hours of the morning. I thought, I'm not getting up for that. No.
Oh, this one for you, Heather.
Yeah, I know. Yes, this lady came up and said, "Oh, I know you," and I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah, there's no escape.
Yeah, yeah. I was helping Susie.
Oh, very good friend, Susie. Good evening, Susan. Cloudy in West Sussex. Yeah, you're not far from me. It is cloudy out there. Yeah. But the moon is still there. Doesn't matter if there's clouds. Doesn't matter if you can't see it. Doesn't matter if you work with full moon magic tomorrow during the day. Her energy is still there. Still there.
Yeah, it was lovely to meet you, Deb. Actually, it's always lovely to actually see somebody in
Yeah,
person.
put faces to names.
Mm.
Good afternoon, Janet, watching from a dark and rainy Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, hello.
Dark and rainy.
No, the
That
rain.
sounds like British weather. Sounds like British weather. I didn't know. Ohio. Good
Hello,
evening,
Amanda.
Amanda. Good evening, Claire.
Hello.
There are lots of people watching. Thank you so much for joining us. So we are obviously live for the next couple of hours. It will be on replay as well if you wander off. But I'd like you to stay with us. Obviously, if you stay with us, you can give your input, which is always good. Bit of toing and froing. Good evening from India. Good evening. You were with me
Fabulous.
morning to Friday morning too, weren't you? Lovely to see you again. Stormy in Scotland.
Oh.
Windy and cold and windy up there, I would imagine.
Mhm.
Good evening, Jalala. Cooking my dinner in drizzly Normandy. Yeah, it's that kind of weather, isn't it, today, I think. Chilly but clear skies in India. See, I don't ever imagine India being chilly, but I guess it must be. It doesn't. There you go. You learned something. So we are going to work through some moon magic energies, correspondences, how to work with her. If I'm looking bizarrely at the screen, it's because I've got notes. It's not all in my head.
Not supposed to
If you've got,
say.
no, I'm not supposed to say that, am I? Yeah, I'm not very good at that. Good evening, David. Making full moon pizza.
Okay, we've had cherubs, and now we're being called kids. The glamour's working. It's good.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
And a bit of washing. Okay.
Well, you know,
I've
David,
done it.
he's one of those men who actually can multitask. So
Yeah.
Fabulous.
David is wonderfully bonkers, and we love you for it. So if you've got any questions as we go through, please pop the questions in the comments. If you've got any insights, thoughts, there will be bits where you can put your ideas, your thoughts, and we'll get them up on the screen. We'll make it a bit of a discussion. Don't make us do all the work, basically. This is your workshop as much as it is ours, so we'd much rather have a bit of an interactive thing going on. We've all experienced different stuff. We all look at things from a different perspective. So we always learn stuff. We always learn stuff. Us kids have been walking this pathway for a long time, but we still learn new stuff every day. So it's good to share and see how everyone works with it, really. So if we're ready, we will kick off with a little bit of poetry, just a little bit. Some of the information comes from, I have to wave it about, the Beneath the Moon book. It's a doorstop. If you need something to prop your door open or wedge your wonky table, this is your book. So,
Fabulous.
it is a fabulous book. It is so. It's packed.
Fabulously heavy. You could take someone out with this book.
Oh, bear that in mind.
So a beautiful globe in the sky, all aglow. The full moon energy with magic in tow. Whatever you want, whatever you need, full moon power helps you manifest with speed. Written, I will say, with the aid of the online rhyming dictionary, which is for writing chants or poems or anything where you need rhyming. Online rhyming dictionary is your friend. Very, very useful thing to have. But I think in her full power, that big old beautiful circle of silvery light is so powerful, so magical. The full moon is when the sun and the moon are aligned on opposite sides of the earth. And although it's a full moon for a fleeting moment, you can still see what appears to be a full moon for a day before, and day after. So the full moon energy, you can probably stretch it to 4 or 5 days, really, can't you? The whole kind of full moon energy of it. You don't have to actually nail it to the point. It's there for 3 or 4 days, really, that sort of energy. Gordon Bennett. I haven't heard that phrase for a long time. Gordon Bennett. It's already 18 degrees at 7 in the morning here. That's Gordon Bennett. That makes me laugh.
That's one I haven't heard for a while.
Not showing on the YouTube. Oh, I'm going to have a look at that, Rosemary.
Oh, strange. Yeah, it should be, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm checking that out. It might be the new software. Not sure we've done one from here. Let me talk amongst yourselves.
At the top of and there's a little tick by the kitchen witch. Is there? Does it come up?
Yeah, there we are. We're on my one. That's showing on my one. Let's see if we're on kitchen.
Yeah.
Yes, they are both there. It might have just taken a little while to catch up. Sometimes they're a little bit behind each other. Yeah, we're all good.
Oh, yeah.
We're all good.
Excellent.
We're all good. Thank you for checking, everyone. Yeah, it takes a little while sometimes to catch up. Technology, eh?
Oh, good. Oh, yes. What that's like. Right, full moon magic. So, what would you use full moon magic? What can you do? There is a massive list. I will read out them. Fulfillment, divination, celebrations, commitments, renewal, psychic abilities, truth manifesting, abundance, power, wisdom, confidence, and spell working of all kinds. You can just, harness that power for anything you like. There's results and gratitude, encouragement and blessings, anxiety, energy, success, social relationships, communications, love, wildness. I said it was a big long list, didn't I? Chaos, review, forgiveness, and emotions. It goes from one thing to another and everything in between, doesn't it? The energy of the moon is at its peak. Use the power of the full moon for whatever you need. This is also a good time to give thanks and blessings for all that you have. Though she's in her full power. You can pop your magical and divination tools and any crystals that correspond to the moon outside to cleanse and recharge on the full moon. That's something that is probably quite well known. People do that. If you don't have a safe space, you can put them on your windowsill. I used to do that probably to start when I only had a few. It was a lot easier just to sort of put them outside. But once I collected a load of them, you don't want to be carting them out to the garden. Put them back in again. So, but I don't charge all of them anyway. There's some that are more specific.
I think it's yeah, you see the memes, don't you, going around social media on every full moon. Get all your crystals outside to charge them, but not all of them like the full moon, do they?
Nope. So what else can you do? You can recharge your own energy by moon bathing, literally gazing up at the moon and just bathing in her light, or by performing a drawing down of the moon, which is in Rachel's book. Getting a plug in. But I think it was originally Doreen Valiente, wasn't it, who did the...
It's a traditional Wiccan practice, isn't it?
You can also use the full moon energy to work divination, which is what we will be doing in our ritual.
Later.
And the full moon is also good for manifesting. So your deepest desires, just stand outside, look at the moon and send her your wishes, either out loud or just in your mind. Just send them to her. Write them on a slip of paper and leave it to charge in the light of the full moon, and then put it somewhere safe if you've got a little box or a sachet, or just leave it on your altar. Full moon brings clarity, so you can sit quietly in just bathing in her light and allow her to shine some insight into your life. again, that goes with the divination, doesn't it? So you can
Yeah.
ask for insights. If you like meditating, then just meditate outside if you have a safe space, or inside by a window where you can see the moon. Just sit quietly, focus on your breathing to begin with, then just gaze at the moon, and ask for guidance on whatever it is that is bothering you at the moment.
Absolutely. Kay. Hi, Kay. Kay, bless her, drove 2 hours something or other to come and see us today, which was a very lovely surprise. It was absolutely fabulous to see you
Okay.
today.
Okay.
And we got gifties of sage plants too, so thank you for those as well. Yeah, fabulous to see you.
Lovely to see you, Kay.
Oh, hi, Lorna.
Hello.
Right, okay, good. Yes, not all crystals like the full moon. If you think about the different types of crystals, I put all of the light coloured ones. Moonstone, obviously, quartz crystals. I put all the blue ones, blue lace agate, that kind of thing, under the full moon. But some crystals are quite fiery, so anything like sunstone or carnelian, fire agate. For me, they have much more of a solar fiery energy. So I actually charge those ones under the sunlight. I don't leave them out for ages because sunlight can fade some of them. But there's also all the other elements as well. Every crystal is assigned to a different element: earth, air, fire, water. So you can wash some of them underwater, careful that it's not going to dissolve. You can sprinkle salt or soil on those that are earth element to cleanse them, charge them. Think about what that stone is connected to. Think about the energy that stone has got. And you can cleanse and charge it in all sorts of different ways: incense, smoke, and all sorts. It doesn't have to be the full moon. And it doesn't make sense to me, if you're working with a fiery stone, to charge it under moon energy. That seems counterintuitive to me. But each crystal is individual, so feel the energy of that crystal and see where it wants to be charged is probably the best way. Moon water. Oh yeah, you can make moon water so easily on any of the phases. It's one of the easiest things to make, I think, isn't it? Put your jar of water out. If you are making moon water, make sure that the reflection of the moon hits the top of the water. It charges it. It makes it even stronger. So I don't have a cat. Heather, do you find this?
No, but I know that because of the job that I do, we get busy.
Yeah, full moon energy.
Mm-hmm. For those of you that don't know, I'm a midwife, so more babies are born. Yes.
Full moon energy. See,
Yep.
full moon is powerful stuff. Good evening, Diane. But it starts at 6:30. Oh no, we started at 6. I'm glad you found us early. Good evening, Trudy.
I like that. Hello.
Janet, can you use bloodstones to charge under the moon? I think take each individual crystal and ask it, because different crystals have different energies. Off the top of my head, I'd go with solar energy for a bloodstone, but they're all different. So yeah, ask it, see how it feels. Got one for you, Heather.
Yeah, I know. That's why I put my thumb up. I have friends that are psychiatric nurses, and yeah, they don't look forward to this time of the month.
No. Hi, Anna. Yeah, I think it is with crystals. Test them, ask them. Well, anything really, because quite a lot of people charge and cleanse magical tools under the full moon as well, don't they? So see how you feel. Different. The sun and the moon have very different energies, so see how each one. Crazy on the wards. Yeah, hats off to all of you people that work in the nursing profession. Way too scary for me. But there you go. So this is the part of the workshop where we are going to throw some stuff out at you. And we'll give you our thoughts as well. You might want to take notes or come back to this or just see how you go with it. We're going to look at some of the correspondences. Colours, plants, foods, crystals, deities. Which ones do you associate with the full moon? Are there any particular, let's start with colours, any particular colours that you associate with the full moon? Sarah, little obsessed with my quartz crystals. They charge perfectly under the moon. Yes, I would charge quartz crystals under the full moon. They've got that energy, haven't they? It just kind of, it marries up very well. So my earbuds just leapt out of my head. Sephora, what can you do with your house support over full moon?
I think we need a bit more information.
Yeah. What? Explain. Give
Yeah.
us some more details on that one, Sephora. And we'll see what we can do to help. So colours. Any colours for you ladies that you associate with the full moon? Colours, I'm guessing kind of what colour candles or altar or things that you'd add in.
You go within sort of the white or the blue, but then you can also tie in with the sort of the special moons as well. You know, you get the full blood moon, as they say, so you can also tie in with those colours. But I suppose generally white or blue or silver was
Silver,
another.
yeah. I was going to say red, orange. Because when you get the big, those super moons, often when they first come above the horizon,
Yes.
they're that beautiful blood red orange, aren't they?
There was a very weird glow outside as we came back today, you know, tea time. And there was quite an orangey glow outside. It was quite weird. Diane, silver and ice blue. Yes, yep, I'd agree with those two. I think red as well, because if you work with the idea of the triple goddess, the maiden mother crone, the mother is the full moon, isn't she? And she's often depicted as red, so that ties in too. David, black, red and white comes to my mind. For years I've always used the 3 colour candles for each full moon so I can meet with the mothers. Nice.
Lovely.
David is always wise. Hi, Stormy. Usually white and blue and others depending on what I'm working on. That each month will have different energies for the full moons as well. All right, this is Sephora. So we do us, manifest, etc. Just thinking house specific to boost, protect, cleanse what's best during full moon. Lilac and soft grey. That's nice colours for the full moon. Well, protection spells work very well on the full moon, don't they?
Rosemary.
Oh yes. Cleansing I tend to do on a waning moon because you're releasing, removing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But protection,
So
yeah. Rosemary.
Protection.
Lots of rosemary. You can bundle it, can't you? And hang it
hang
over.
bundles, yeah.
Yeah.
Above your
By doors
doorway
and windows.
Nice. Nice, David. Lovely orange sunset. Yeah, it was. It was a very weird glow out there. And I quite often feel drawn to put my aquamarine and light jade out. Nice colours.
Yeah.
Very nice colours.
Yeah. Because it can take on kind of different hues as well, depending on what's going on in the atmosphere as well.
Yeah.
It can do that.
I think purple for me as well, because that's full moon I associate with spirituality quite a lot, and purple I associate with spirituality.
I know it sounds really dark, but I also associate black, which I think David said as well, didn't he? And I know, you know, that may be counterintuitive because of thinking of the dark moon, but actually black for me as well with full moon.
I can see that. That ties in with protection for me as well.
Yes.
David, lavender for protection today, but for today I'm in a very lavender feel. Who get you? It's a very nice colour.
One of my favourites.
Yes. Debbie saw the red glow at sunset in London and the silver foliaged plants were tinged with pink, which made me think of silver foliaged plants could link with the moon. Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Lovely.
Absolutely. So colours. So what about plants then? And when we're talking plants, we're thinking of plants that you would work magic with on the full moon, that are
Mugwort.
imbued with, yeah, that are imbued with the full moon energy. And I know it's really easy to look on the internet or to look in books and see this whole list of correspondences. Full moon magic plants. What I want to know is why. Why is that plant associated with the full moon? Why do you associate that plant with the full moon? Not just because you've picked it off a list. It's got to have meaning for you. So why do you associate that plant with the full moon? There you go. That's my lecture.
Wait, we'll sit back and wait for the answers now.
So, David, black can be the dark moon. It's also the colour of the waning moon as she turns from the earth. Yeah, indeed. See, he's very wise, that David. Very wise. So, mugwort. Why mugwort? See, I'm going to put you on the spot now.
I
Why
knew you were
mugwort?
going to do that.
Yeah.
So for me, mugwort is very much a watery plant. I associate the moon with water, but
Yeah.
also divination. I think of mugwort as being
Oh,
it's
yeah.
something that I like to use in incense blends that I don't burn, that I use as offerings, um,
It's
simply because,
otherworldly, isn't it? It's
yeah,
otherworldly.
it has got that slightly psychotropic
Yeah.
um, link to it. So
Yeah.
that's why my go to would for a full moon working would be mugwort, lavender as well, but that's because of the calming. And again, I associate it with water for some reason, whether
Yeah.
that's to do with emotions more
Yeah.
than garlic to keep the
Okay.
vampires away.
I'm going to say we're heading into vampire territory. But no, I think garlic, right, because garlic is very much protection, isn't it? So that
Mm.
would work for me.
So yeah, those are the ones that immediately pop into my head.
Yeah. Sephora, sage because of its silvery tinge, and she's a giver. Yeah. Sage, I often use sage for protection, so that would work for me. It's quite cleansing and purifying, so I do work with that on the waning moon as well. But yep, can see where you're coming from. David, wouldn't call myself wise. Just went to clean a glass candle holder from wax by heating it in the microwave. What do you like? And let tissue paper just burst into flames. That's just because you're dramatic. That's all it is. Lala, periwinkles, love the colour of those, and hydrangeas. Not this time of year, but their flowers seem to pop from the dark in the light of the full moon. Nice. Yes, hydrangeas as well, very, very watery plant. So that ties in very much with the watery energies of the moon. Yeah, absolutely. I think I'd have to throw yarrow in there because that's got that otherworldly energy. It's also good for divination. It's also good for boosting psychic powers, and very good for protection.
And its
Dreams
leaves are
as well.
silver underneath.
Yes, yes, that, and it's water. It's a water
Mm.
element one as well. White sandalwood. That one's very much psychic powers and wishes. Dandelion seeds as well, I'd throw in there because they're wishes, aren't they? Full moon wishes. Debbie, associate jasmine with the moon. Oh, yes. White
Yeah.
blooms and the scent. Yeah, absolutely. Very pretty. Very pretty. Yeah, another vote for mugwort. It's a good all-rounder mugwort, isn't it? It's a very, very useful plant. Rosemary, angel trumpet, brugmansia. Beautiful flowers, the angel trumpet flowers, beautiful
Oh,
flowers.
lilies.
Lilies, yes, very nice, very nice.
Night scented stock. Something
Oh,
I'm
there you go.
able
Oh.
to get hold of because I think that is, yeah,
Very nice,
Mm.
very nice.
sort of very nice smell.
I think the good old rose as well. It is psychic powers, it's healing, it is protection, it's mysteries, it's dreams, it's abundance, good all rounder, and also ruled by the moon. So and water. So that's a good one as well. Mogra. I don't know that one. I'm going to look that one up.
Yeah. Google.
Oh, Arabian jasmine. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, jasmine, definitely good one. Lily for Water Association, patchouli for protection. Good old hippie one, patchouli. Nice smell. Cineraria, very pretty. Actually, they often have the little white centres, don't they, Cineraria flowers? So, yep, I'll go with that. There are no right or wrong answers here. It's got to be what works for you, but think about why you make that connection. I think that's quite important, so that you know why. There's, jasmine has been mentioned a couple of times. It is an element of water plant. It is ruled by the moon. It's also ruled by Venus as well, so it's got that love kind of energy with it as well. But jasmine is very much dream magic, abundance, meditation as well. Jasmine's very good for. Something we have called moonflowers. It opens when the moon is out. Well, you couldn't get more moony than moonflower, could you? Definitely a. I'm just looking up to see what moon. Oh, it's an impuya. Okay, yep, yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Morning glory to those of us in England. Very beautiful. Trudy, large wild evening primrose opens and turns to the moon. Yes, evening primrose is lovely. Very nice scent as well. Angelica. Do you know what Angelica makes you think of? You know where I'm going with this, don't you? Trifle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trifle.
Wasn't that the little
Yeah,
little
back in
bits?
the 70s, every single trifle had candied Angelica
Angelica.
at the top
Yeah.
of it. Poppies.
Poppies.
Nice.
Honeysuckles just popped into my brain.
Okay. That's very
Honeysuckle.
much abundance. Abundance, prosperity, honeysuckle. I use
Yeah.
that for.
I think it's because the
poppies.
scent is stronger as well, isn't it? I think
Yes.
around the
On the
new moon.
evenings.
In the evenings,
Yeah,
but definitely
nice.
around the new moon. So yeah.
Oh,
Nice one. Nicotania, yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird name for a flower, but yeah. They do smell nice, don't they? It has to be for you. So you lovely people are putting all of these. We want to know why as well. We want to know why you associate that. I think hyssop as well. It's very much a healing plant, very much about protection. It's also ruled by the moon, so that's quite a good one as well. Bergamot.
Nightshade.
as well. Oh yes, bergamot.
Bergamot is money. It's success. It is sun magic. It is ruled by the sun, but it's very good for manifesting and success. So it works as both. Datura, yeah, you want the beautiful flowers, but yes, be very careful with that one because it's a little bit lethal.
Nightshade.
Disclaimer.
Yeah. Belladonna, nightshade.
We like
belladonna, yeah.
Yeah.
We should cackle.
You mentioned rain plants, and we all light up.
I like myrtle, not just because I like the name myrtle, amazing plant, but it has got white flowers, so it does tie in quite nicely with, and it is ruled by Venus and the moon, and it is a water element one, but it brings protection, and it's also a good prosperity one as well, so it ties in quite nicely. Sephora, as you said, rosemary, because yes, rosemary's got that silvery kind of energy to look to the leaves, hasn't it? Rosemary, good all rounder, really, isn't it? Very good one.
Yep.
Mogra for me because it smells very much like jasmine. It is part of the jasmine family, according to my Google. So relaxing, soothing, feminine, like the energy of rest and relaxation and alignment. That sounds perfect. Yep, perfect. Davy, there's a large daisy that's called a moon daisy because it blooms later in the day and follows the moon. Or did I dream that? Knowing you and your dreams, Quite possibly, although that sounds quite normal. No, there is a moon daisy. I'm Googling. I don't know all this stuff off the top of my head. Yes, it's a leucanthemum, so it is part of the big daisy family. Oxeye daisy, another name for oxeye daisy. Marguerite. Yes. Perfect. Again, big white flower. Yep, that works. Hi, Salem. Janet would love to have a night garden with flowers that open after sundown. Wouldn't that be lovely?
Yes.
I bet it would smell lovely because a lot of the
Amazing.
night flowers do have really strong scents, don't they? I say there's no right or wrong here. It has to work for you. Bear in mind as well that each full moon will have slightly different energies. So the December full moon will have very different energies to the June full moon. So it's also about tying it in with the month, and it's also about tying it in with your area. Claire, aloe vera. I always want to say, hello, Vera. But that's just me. Very soothing, very healing. That would be perfect. Perfect for a full moon. I think it is important to tie it into your area. There are some beautiful, lovely flowers that I would probably associate with a full moon. But if they're very exotic and I have to pay a huge amount of money to buy them and have them shipped across from the other side of the planet, I'm probably not going to do that. So I think it's about tying it in with what's in your area, your location, what you can get hold of as well. Sephora, my garden is full of elderflower. Oh, big white and circle. She's our protector. Oh, we do respect the elder mother, don't we? I do have an elder in my garden that Heather gifted me. She is doing very well. She is. She was in a pot and she did not like it. She did not like it at all. So she's actually in the garden now, and she's very happy. Thank you very much. And Heather's because of their protection and luck. Are you a full moon creature, Heather?
Oh, yeah. I'm also a dark moon creature, as you know.
Oh, yeah. Claire, burn aloe vera to attract a new lover on the full moon. There you go. Just in case anyone needs it. So if we move from plants, if you think of any other plants, do chuck them in there. We're not going to be really strict here. What about herbs, spices, foods, full moon foods? Such an unromantic thing. Potato. Let's just lob a potato in there. Come on then, why a potato?
Because when you cut them open and you look at them, they look like the moon because they have all those little markings.
Okay, yes. I have got that on my list, to be honest. Because although it's the element of earth, a potato is ruled by the moon. So there you go, bang on. Very good for magic of all kinds. Makes a brilliant poppet. Prosperity and healing will also come under. I'm thinking of a big old pile of mashed potato. Full moon mashed potato.
What about cauliflower? Cauliflower, because look at the shape of it, and again you've got the little markings like the moon.
Yeah. It is ruled by the moon. It's also element of water, cauliflower. It's magic, it's protection, it's emotions. In fact, you probably couldn't get a more moon vegetable than a cauliflower. But because it's the same family, because it's the brassica family, cabbage also ruled by the moon, the element of water. And it is very good for moon magic and protection and prosperity and fertility. So cabbage, get your cabbages and cauliflowers out. Now, obviously, you can eat these to imbue the full moon magic. You could have a full moon magic dinner or meal on a full moon to celebrate. But some of these vegetables, herbs, spices can actually be used in magical workings. I mean, you could have cauliflower florets around your candle magic if you really wanted to.
Why not?
It'd be much easier to have a cauliflower cheese and eat it as part of your ritual.
Well, yeah. And of course, cheese. Cheese is very much success and happiness, so that kind of ties in. a little bit with the full moon as well.
I had cauliflower cheese gratin last night, strangely enough.
I don't need any excuse to have cauliflower gratin. But you can also, there are a lot of fruits and vegetables that you can use in magical workings. So any fruits that have stones or pips or peel, you can dry those bits and use them in magical workings. In fact, you could probably dry cabbage leaves or something. You could probably put them in the dehydrator, couldn't you? Hi Heidi, eggs. Oh, udon with eggs. That sounds very nice.
Oh, lovely. Like udon.
Eggs are a bit of an all-rounder. Eggs are water, earth, air and fire. They have all 4 elements in them. But they are very good for divination. So they tie in very much with the full moon. They are life itself, really, aren't they? Debbie, potatoes can be watery. They can if you don't cook them properly. But they are actually ruled by the moon. So they are, they've got that kind of watery element in them.
Are they exterminatory if you actually hit your target?
What, throwing them at people? I think I'm thinking more along the lines of reading the egg whites.
Okay.
But an egg is it's a whole world. But I'm skirting over that very quickly. Eggs are a whole world, aren't they, in one sort of container? Eat the egg bit. Keep the shells for magical working. Wash them, dry them. Brilliant for protection. Ground up eggshells. Very, very good to sprinkle around your boundary for protection and also to stop the slugs from eating your plants.
What about pomegranate?
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, so I'd already jumped ahead a bit and thinking of deity and Persephone popped into my brain and followed very quickly by pomegranate. And I'm just wondering, one, the shape, and the red seeds, but they also have white, don't they? Are the seeds white with a red like gel round them?
The seeds are
Sort of,
red, aren't they? But they've got the white pith, haven't they? Like to protect them. Pomegranate to me is probably more on the dark moon side, but again, it's personal, isn't it? And it has to be what you associate with it. Pomegranate. Looking it up, people. Looking it up in the.
I think any of the spicier, like mustard seeds or chili seeds or anything like that, to me, that's sort of like that oomph that you want to help manifest to get the words out in a minute, that power, and you give it that.
Give it a boost. So pomegranate is ruled by Mercury. It's fire and earth, but it is growth. It is fertility. It's wishes, which ties in very much with full moon, doesn't it? It's death and rebirth, which would tie in with the full moon, and it's new beginnings. Yeah. That would work. That would work. What else have we got here? Oh, look, we got everyone on call. Going back. Yeah, we're making everyone hungry now. Going back to all of these. Rosehip and linden for healing. Love the scents and the energies. I think roses in all their forms, very much full moon magic of all kinds. Yeah, cauliflower delicious. Yeah, cauliflower cheese. That's my vote. Sephora just made carrot cake, but that's mainly the cream cheese icing. Carrots. Let's have a look at carrots. Let me look carrots up. Yeah, we all want potatoes now. Carrots ruled by Mars, but they are clarity, fertility and passion. So carrots would tie in with the clarity divination side of full moon. Yeah, I think everyone's having to have some lunch, even though for us it's 7:15 in the evening. Salmon, fish, very watery. Yeah, salmon. I would definitely very ties in with the watery elements of the moon, does the full moon? Rosemary, Oreo cookies, but you can take them apart and arrange the moon phases. You can. I don't want to eat them though because I think Oreo cookies are rubbish. Sorry, I'm upsetting people. But I'm not going to eat Oreo cookies, so I don't like them. So there.
You can say with Jaffa cakes as well, couldn't you? There used to be the advert where she took a bite and said the
Now, Jaffa
present.
cakes are much better.
Yeah, and then you can just take a bite out of each one to make it into the right shape.
Yeah, we can do that. Cauliflower. The moon is obviously made of cheese, yes. Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Oh, nice idea, Debbie. Cabbage leaves to wrap things in spell work. Brilliant idea. Yes, you could, couldn't you? You could use it as the packaging for your
Yeah.
spell, and that would carry the full moon energy. Yes,
Great for
love.
healing.
It's supposed to be good for your boobies when you're
It
breastfeeding.
is, but it has to be ciboli cabbage,
Oh,
mastitis.
okay. Oh, I didn't know it was a specific cabbage. It's got to be a posh
Yeah.
one, is it?
Yeah, it's got to be the posh one. It's got to be the Savoy.
But there you go. I learned something today. Milk, yes, milk very much nurturing. Milk is a very nurturing kind of, and of course, with milk you also get butter and cream and ice cream. Ice cream is ruled by the moon. The element of water. I cover everything, you know. So milk is very strong feminine power, goddess energy, moon magic of all kinds, nurturing, offerings, love, spirituality, and of course the fair folk do love a bit of milk. And milk is ruled by the moon and the element of water. So yes, perfect.
And
Water,
so do dragons. Dragons need milk too.
dragons do like milk, yes. My dragon likes a bit of rum, but he does like milk too. Water chestnuts. I don't have water chestnuts in my book, but that would actually make sense, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Tie in very nicely. Yeah, absolutely. Heidi, we think witchcraft is for sharing, so hopefully we can all learn from each other. That's the point of doing these things, is so that we can learn from each other. There's no right or wrong, and I've learned something to do. I'm going to be doing cabbage spell packages now.
It's a brilliant idea, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, pumpkin. Looking up pumpkin. The book is alphabetical, but my brain's really not working very well at the minute. There we
You've
go.
had a long
Pumpkin. It's been a long day. Good day, but a long day. Pumpkin as well. The seeds once dried are great for protection spells. I use pumpkin seeds in prosperity spells as well, so that both ties in very nicely. Pumpkin is ruled by the moon. It is element of earth, but it is prosperity, crone magic, and healing. So yeah, that works very well. Prosperity, healing, protection, all very full moon.
Most things.
And you
Claire's
can
put
get the
Gemini.
ghost pumpkins, can't you? You can get the white
Mm.
pumpkins now,
Yeah.
which would be good. Sorry, Heather.
Yeah, Claire's put Gemini full moon ruled by Mercury, but this isn't Gemini full moon, is it? I don't think.
I have absolutely no idea. What a terrible witch I am. Let's have a look. I've got a phone app.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. Right, what are we on? It is Gemini, yep, you are correct.
It is Gemini.
It is Gemini, yep. It is.
Yes.
Tomorrow it flips over to Cancer.
Ah,
So yeah, we're just in Gemini, flips over to
just
Cancer
in Gemini.
tomorrow.
So yeah,
Yep.
Mercury, communication.
Mm.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you've got any letters or anything to write, get it done tonight.
I haven't even written my Christmas cards yet. I'm very unorganised this year. Thank you for that. Yes.
Thank you, Claire.
Yes. See, we're terrible witches.
Yeah,
Oh,
terrible. Awful.
now we're getting fancy. Look, potato dauphinoise, very nice. Yes, potatoes, cream, garlic, and onions. Yeah, all of that full moon magic energy.
Yeah.
Onion. Oh, now onion is passion and fertility. It always makes me laugh with these things. Onion is passion. Just don't eat lots of raw onion and expect the passion. But onion is passion and fertility.
No kissing.
It's brought by Mars. But then I guess that goes to the garlic as well, doesn't it? But that would bring a nice bit of fiery energy to your moon magic, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Nice combination. Yeah. We should all be having that for dinner, definitely. I didn't look up garlic, did I? Garlic is healing, protection, hex breaking, negative energies, lust, strength, courage, and anti-depression, ruled by Mars, an element of fire. So yeah, that would bring a nice fiery boost to the moon magic, wouldn't it? What about using melons? So many jokes. So many melon jokes. Melon. Oh, there you go. Nailed it, Janet. Melon is ruled by the moon, element of water, and it is love, healing, purification, and a little bit of chaos magic in there as well. Apparently, watermelon is one of the oldest varieties of melon, is sacred to the Egyptian god of disorder, Set. So it brings a bit of melon chaos with it.
Gotta love a bit of melon.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Heidi. This is what you see is what you get. Whilst we are very dedicated to our pathways, whilst we have walked our pathways for many years, we like a bit of a laugh. Sephora, now cream cheese makes sense. Make my own out of milk. Oh, now there's a bit of cleverness. My cake also has walnuts and pineapple. Right, everyone over to Sephora's for a cake and tea. Well, yeah, cheese is you got that milk moon connection, haven't you? Yum. Trudy, thoroughly am empowered with moon energy. I've cooked cauliflower and curry egg steak. Yum. Cabbage, potatoes, pumpkin, frost moon in my soup. On the same day. Oh, you've captured all of the full moon energy.
Yeah.
Very nice. That sounds delicious. Debbie, watercress. Yes, watercress would work. No, I don't think I've got watercress in the book. Oh, I have. Look at that. Oh, it's part of the nasturtium family. There you go. Watercress. Clarity, protection, fertility. There you go, clarity. Perfect for full moon. Protection. Perfect for full moon.
Yes.
See, we're good at this, aren't we? When I say we, I mean all of you guys. Not actually we. I can't. I missed something there, didn't I? What was after watercress? Oh, rice.
Rice. Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. Talk amongst yourselves. Trying to remember the alphabet. Now, rice is ruled by the sun, but it is very much a prosperity. I use dried rice in a lot of prosperity spells. It's prosperity, fertility, it is protection, and it is grounding and stability. So it's got a bit of earth energy to it as well, but it's definitely prosperity and protection. It's why we throw it at weddings, to bring prosperity to the new couple and fertility for pitter-patter of tiny feet. That's why rice is thrown there. Yeah. Stormy, I'm out. Just totally unorganised this year. Mace, yes, nice. I do like mace and a nut. Oh, get your words out. Mace is the outer coating, isn't it, of nutmeg? Yeah. I do love nutmeg. It's one of my favourites.
Rice pudding.
Energy of that one. It is money, luck, fidelity, and protection. So protection and prosperity. Yeah, that works. Oh, rice pudding. Now you're talking.
Yeah. Nice layer of nutmeg grated over the top before we put it in the oven.
Yeah, definitely. I did have Christmas cake just a short while ago, so I'm good for cake at the minute. Butternut squash, yes, same, exactly the same energies as pumpkin. All of the squash family, same energies as pumpkin. Heidi, garlic. It is antibacterial. Yes, it is. Garlic's really good for healing. It is very good for healing. But you can eat the garlic cloves in your meals or raw if you really want to. But for magical purpose, I save the white papery outsides of the garlic. So you can utilize the garlic cloves and bulbs in your cooking, but save the papery white stuff from the outside, and that you can use in magical workings. And then you get, multiple uses from it. Sometimes I'm quite frightened to read David's comments. Thought about a cabbage spell. You can easily make a cabbage leaf wraps. We'll make some for prosperity for family gatherings. Stuffed with rice, herbs, and spring onions. Bingo. Yes. Stuffed cabbage leaf. Lovely.
But if you've also got somebody that you know doesn't like cabbage,
Throw it at them.
you put something extra special in theirs.
Remind me never to eat at Heather's again.
Yeah, but we all like sprouts and cabbage, so we're
We
fine.
do. I love a Brussels sprout. Now, Brussels sprouts actually are also ruled by the moon and the element of water. They are stability, endurance, and protection. So Brussels sprouts work too. Don't have any flowering plant, just bamboo. They love water. Yes. I don't know about bamboo, but I'm sure it must be ruled by the moon. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, it must be ruled by the moon, David. It's that kind of watery plant, isn't it? Rosemary, cactus stores water, protection, so cactus fruit jelly for food as well. Yes, a local international supermarket sells cactus for eating, which is very bizarre. I've never actually tried it, but I know you can eat. Not all of it. It has to be a specific type, I would assume. Cactus, prickly, definitely for protection. Yeah, absolutely. See, it's about making those connections. It's about correspondences that work for you and why you make those connections. One we haven't mentioned is pasta. Good old dried pasta. Very, very strong psychic powers. Very good for protection, very good for communication and creativity. So although it isn't actually ruled by the moon, it's a very good one to work with on the full moon. I quite often put a piece of dried pasta into spell pouches for psychic powers, boosting your psychic powers. Thyme is a good herb, but that one is ruled by Venus, but it is the element of water, healing. Thyme is one of my go-to herbs for healing. It's also psychic powers. It's also very good for courage. Tomatoes or tomatoes, depending whether you're English or American. Ruled by Venus, but it's a water element. I say vegetable, it's a fruit technically, isn't it? Tomato is love, protection, creativity. And another interesting one, which I do use quite a lot in spell working, is vanilla. So vanilla, although ruled by Venus, it is a water, air element one. It is spirituality, it's love, it's passion, it's creativity. So it's quite nice to pop a bit of vanilla into things as well. Janet, be carving up my pumpkins and saving the seeds. Is there a difference between green pumpkin seeds from white or orange pumpkin seeds? There's a difference, isn't there? There is the big outer seeds, and then there's the little pepita, the little inside seeds as well. I'm assuming there's different varieties. If you're using them for magical purpose, I would say they've all got the same pumpkin energy. If you are eating them, they have to be cooked first. So do that, because that might give you a very nasty tummy ache otherwise. But I would say that they've all got the same magical energies. Lychees. Aren't they weird fruits?
Yeah.
Is it me, or do they look like baby jellyfish?
I think they look like baby hedgehogs.
Oh, what with the yes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the naked ones. You're thinking about them with their little jackets on. Yes. When they've still got their jackets on, they do look.
When they've got the jackets on, they look like baby hedgehogs.
I don't think I've got lychees. They are weird things. Yes, that full moon.
Yes, they look like little.
Yeah. They are weird things, aren't they? Quite perfumey too. No, I don't have lychees. Yes, I would say that. I would say full moon. Stormy, live in the desert. We have cactus here, and they hold water. Yeah, I would say cactus. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. They are the only houseplants I can keep alive, so I'm a bit rubbish with houseplants. Lemon balm. Love lemon balm. Grows like a loony in our garden. Self-seeds all over the place. Lemon balm. I am looking these up. I did write these books, but I don't remember all of the stuff off the top of my head. But they are, lemon balm. Yes, lemon balm, ruled by the moon and Venus. So that's quite nice because you get the emotional, mysterious energy of the moon and then the love stuff with Venus. So lemon balm, success, healing, antidepressant, good for the memory, love, and good for beating anxiety. Yeah, definitely. Diane, lasagna sheets for writing spells on. Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Mm.
Now, you could use the lasagna sheet just as it is and write on it with a felt tip pen or a Sharpie and put it in your spell pouch or whatever. You could write on a lasagna sheet pre-cooked with edible pens and then cook it. Nice. Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we get all these brilliant ideas.
Paint, painted with food colouring,
Yeah.
letters or sigils or
Yeah.
whatever.
You
Or
can
even
get
oil.
pens.
Even
You
olive
can get
oil.
edible. Oh, olive oil would work too, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Oh, you lot are good.
Notes now. I'm going to write things down now. I like this.
Yeah, take a note of that.
I like
Disclaimer: if it appears in a book at some point. Turnip. I like your thinking. Hi, Hannah. I like your thinking. Moon food looks a bit like a moon with the light and dark side. Yeah, like that. It is. It's not ruled by any planet in particular traditionally, but it is protection. It is very, very much protection. Yeah, like that. That would work. Figs. Food of the gods. Figs. F comes after C, doesn't it?
Yes.
Right,
You've had a
figs.
long day.
And lots of coffee. It's not a good combination. Ruling planet of figs is Jupiter, but they are good for meditation, love, fertility, and divination. So there's the full moon connection. Coconut, that would work too. Coconut must be moon, mustn't it? Let's have a look. They're protection because literally if you threw one at someone, that would work, wouldn't it? Because you don't want to be
Like the eggs.
don't want to be hit by a flying coconut. You are correct. Coconut ruled by the moon. Element of water, good for protection, purity, purification, and chastity. There is a story there. So when I was researching for the food book, the coconut, there is a practice in one of the cultures that I discovered. There's a whole ritual and festival surrounding the chastity coconut. Once every 7 years, all eligible youths have dry coconuts cracked on their skulls to prove that they are either still virgins or that they have not had extramarital affairs. The more coconuts they withstand, the purer they are. More than two coconuts, and you are considered pure. The best score so far apparently is 5. So they are coconuts for chastity. And of course, if you are a serious practical magic fan, you put lime in the coconut. Yes, I'm sorry, Lee. We're now all really seriously hungry. Radishes. Interesting. Radishes. They're a bit fiery, aren't they, radishes? Would you say? You can get white radishes, can't you? They're not all red, aren't they? Let's have a look.
Even when
They are fiery.
Aren't they?
Yes, they're white on the inside, aren't they? It is radishes, Mars, and fire, so it's got fiery, but it's good for protection and it's good for happiness. So that ties in with the full moon magic. Yep.
I think Lee's talking about the radish being weird.
Radishes or coconuts? Yeah.
Or us.
Could be
We're
us.
definitely weird. Yeah.
So, yeah, white. You can get white radishes, can't you? There, that would tie in with the moon quite nicely, wouldn't it? It would. And of course, you can, if you like herbal teas, You can make a herbal tea blend to tie in with the full moon energies. You could pick herbs and spices, fruits that tie in with the full moon. You could pick, for correspondences, it doesn't have to necessarily be full moon. It could be one of the aspects. So it could be, if you are working divination on the full moon, you could make a herbal tea that ties in with divination. So I might mix star anise with thyme and bay to make a herbal tea for psychic powers. So herbal teas work very well. Wine, technically not a food. I guess that depends who you're talking to. I have to admit, I'm not a big lover of wine, but yes, it is grapes. Now, it will depend whether it's white wine or red wine, and I'm not joking. It is that there are differences, because obviously white wine is white grapes and red wine is red grapes. But yes, grape, ruled by the moon. There you go, and water. Spirituality, fertility, and moon magic of all kinds. If you think about particularly the Roman and the Greek gods, there's most images show them with bunches of grapes and things, don't you? So I think they are very spiritual kind of fruit. Very good as offerings too. So yeah, we'll go with wine. So now that we're all really starving, let's move on to crystals because you can't eat them. Full moon crystals. Any full moon crystals suggestions, ladies?
Selenite.
Oh, yes.
Obsidian.
Yeah,
Because of
now
the reflection.
that's telling, isn't it? That's telling that Ness goes for the spiritual light selenite for divine connection, and Heather goes for the black obsidian. So let's start with selenite. Selenite is actually ruled by the moon. Selenite is ruled by the moon, and it is a water element crystal. Very good for clarity, psychic protection, spirituality, protection, healing, all sorts of things. Come on then, Heather, why black obsidian?
Because of the reflection and because you can use it for divination.
Ah, you're thinking, yes, Mr. D. Oh, yeah, nice. I'm going to get the crystal book. Crystal magic.
Aquamarine.
Mm.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's a
nice stone. Nice stone.
nice one. Mm.
See, you're giving us these suggestions. Why aquamarine? Why do you associate that with the full moon? I told you I was going to make you work for it.
Yeah, I had to
What am I
prove that I wasn't just thinking of obsidian because I'm deep, dark, and nasty.
Obsidian. No comment.
Well, I did not
Obsidian.
pick selenite because I'm yeah,
Because you're
fluffy
like
and everything
angelic. Obsidian
Definitely not.
ruled by Saturn and Jupiter. Actually, obsidian is fire, earth, and water, so it's quite a nice one. But it is clarity. It's very good for scrying with, so that would work brilliantly on the full moon, wouldn't it? Spirituality, protection, strength, wealth, luck. Yeah, I'm teasing, obviously, but a very good choice. Aquamarine I don't have in the book because it's too expensive for me. But aquamarine is lovely. It is a water stone, isn't it, with the aqua. So aquamarine makes sense. And it's a lovely colour as well, isn't it? The full moon blue kind of colour. So yeah, perfect. Selenite, yeah. Selenite is divine connection, isn't it? It is otherworldly. Quartz. Clear quartz is such a good all-rounder. Good for anything. Absolutely anything. Moonstone. Yeah. Ruled by the moon, obviously. Moonstone, very. Do you know, moonstone is one of the stones that I cannot work with. I don't like it. Or it doesn't like me, I should say. There will always. Crystals have characters, don't they? They have personalities, and you'll either get on with them or not. And moonstone is one of those ones that doesn't really like me. But it is moon, it is water, it is moon magic of all types, intuition, psychic abilities, wishes, truth, healing. Yep, good one. Good one. Moonstone. Oh, opal. Do like an opal. I must admit, I do like an opal. That's not in my book either because they're too expensive. But the opal does look like the moon, doesn't it? It looks, the colours of opals, beautiful, look like the surface of the moon. Yeah. Hannah, could you use the crystals associated with which sign the moon is in? Absolutely. Brilliant idea. Every crystal is associated with an element, earth, air, fire, or water. A lot of them are associated with planets, and a lot of them are associated with signs of the zodiac. So yes, whatever sign of the zodiac the moon is in would work very well. Yeah, absolutely. Petersite, labradorite, anything with colours that shift in the light. Labradorite, yes, because labradorite is just the darker version of moonstone. So that would work very much. It is ruled by the moon. It is a water one. Transformation, spirituality, healing, success. Yeah, absolutely. Got that sheen to it, hasn't it?
Mm.
Oh, they are one of Heather's favourites there.
Amethyst, yeah.
Amethyst is quite a good all-rounder, isn't it? It does a
Yes.
lot of things, amethyst.
Clarity, spirituality. Great as a pendulum for answering questions.
Ooh, yeah. It's ruled by Jupiter and Neptune, but it is a water element one. So yeah, that would be... I don't know much about sardonyx, I must admit.
I think we've tickled Lee with these lychees.
I do like the lychees, octopus ones.
Mm-hmm.
Amethyst intuition. Yeah, amethyst is a really good one, isn't it, for lots of things. Topaz, nice. And now, topaz, I would say more solar, more sun one. But that's just me. Just because I think that doesn't make it wrong or right. It's got to be one that works with you, really. Although there's different colours of topaz too, isn't there?
Mm.
Moonstone, yeah. Clear, and rose quartz, yeah. Rose quartz is love and healing and very calming, isn't it? Rose quartz. Oh, celestite, yes. That's light and airy, isn't it? Very divine connection. Yeah, and not one I work with particularly. I don't know if you guys do,
No.
celestite.
I don't think I have any.
It
Celestite.
is ruled by Neptune and Venus. Celestite and air and water. Yeah, divine spirit work. Good for clarity and decisions. Also healing. So that would work very nicely with the full moon.
Mm.
Clear quartz is such... If you only ever work with one crystal, make it a clear quartz, because that does absolutely everything, and it is ruled by the sun and the moon, fire and water, so it's a good all-rounder. Claire, I find aquamarine great for the element of water connection and for clear communication. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perfect. Nice colour too. Rose quartz. Yeah, nice and... It's a gentle one, rose quartz, isn't it? Very gentle energy. Blue lace agate. That is my go-to crystal for good communications. I'm just looking that one up. Agate, blue lace. It is ruled by Mercury, but it's the element of water, so that works well. Good for spirituality, very uplifting, happiness, protection, healing, prosperity. Yep, blue lace agate, good. Pearl. Looks like the moon, doesn't it? Yeah. Moon food. I like that. Yes, I would say pearl. Yep. Spot on, I would say.
I'm just putting that because she's come in after. But yes. I'm going back to the
No, I like the idea that pearls are moon food. That's good.
Yeah.
Lapis lazuli, very pretty stone. Do like a bit of lapis.
That's nice, like lapis.
Nice colour.
Another one for opal.
Lapis is water, ruled by Venus and Jupiter. It's a watery one, so yeah, spot on.
Yep.
Opal, created by water getting caught between rock and... I love the geology stuff. It's clever, isn't it? I do. Opal is my birthstone as well, so I do quite like that one. Fluorite, another very nice stone. Actually, fluorite was one of my go-tos for connections, divine connection, deity connection. Yep. It is the element of water and air, ruled by Neptune. But it is magic, calming, protection, balance, spirituality. Yeah, all sorts of good stuff. Yeah, definitely. Pearl, although not a crystal, very much moon connected by the sea. Yeah, pearl, good. No, hagstone's not a crystal. Oh, we count it as a crystal.
Oh,
we
Absolutely.
Hagstone, just as important as any other crystal. Hagstone's kind of, it's all of it, isn't it? Because it is, particularly if you've got hagstone from the ocean, it is earth, air, fire, and water. It's all of those rolled into. Yeah. I'd have a hagstone over any other crystal. Turquoise, protection and intuition. Nice. Nice colour too. That one up. Turquoise is Venus and Neptune. But yeah, turquoise, good. Psychic abilities, turquoise. Blue sandstone reminds me of the night sky. I don't know that one. No.
Oh, is it like the? Oh, I can't think of it. I know which one you're talking about.
I know which one. Yes. Yes. Sunstone. Sunstone. Yes, I've got some.
Blue.
Yeah, is that one of the creative ones?
Goldstone. Blue goldstone.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes, it does.
I can see that in my head.
Yeah.
It does. It looks like the night sky, doesn't it? It looks like a starry night sky. I love blue goldstone. Yes, that's very nice. I've got that here. Yes, Jupiter, Venus, fire and earth. Lots of stuff. Spirituality, determination, possibilities, abundance, wealth. Yeah, all sorts of good stuff. Yeah, definitely. Cherry blossom agate. Yeah, I like agate. Cherry blossom agate. Don't know that one specifically. There's so many different agates, isn't there? All different sorts of pumice stone. I think that for me would be more fiery.
Yeah, I'm not thinking
Volcanic. But you do use it in the bath. And it floats too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it tends to be light grey with lots of holes and things. So
yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
As I say, there's no right or wrong here. It's, Angelite for divine connection. Yes. Find it very helpful receiving guidance through dreams. Yes. Very nice. Spiritual stone. Very nice spiritual stone. One that hasn't been mentioned, kyanite. It is ruled by Jupiter and Venus, but it is a watery one. Yeah. Transformation. Clarity, decisions. And silver. Technically not a crystal, but silver, ruled by the moon and the element of water. It is healing, it is communication, intuition, spirituality, moon magic of all kinds. So, yeah, silver as well. Any questions from anyone while we're sort of pootling through this stuff? And this is where we get the tumbleweed. And the next thing, I guess, to look at before we do the ritual, checking on the time, full moon deities. Any gods or goddesses that you associate particularly with the full moon? Silence. So quiet. I think yes. Silver deals to werewolves that come out in the full moon. Well, there is that too, obviously. Yes, definitely. Diane the Huntress. Yes, I guess that ties in as well, doesn't it, with Artemis? Yeah. Selene. Yep. Big old moon deity, isn't she? She is, it's all in the name, really, isn't it? Um,
Caradwyn.
okay. Yes. Why?
Um, because she is, for me, she links in very much with that inspiration, the divination, getting clarity, using herbs to. So yeah, yeah.
I think there's a lot of moon deities, isn't it? Like Selene, but some of them are a bit more specific to moon phases. Um,
Getting a lot of Selene's up. Oh, here's a different one.
yeah. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah, we were talking about Egyptian
We
moon
were
and
Egyptian
sun
deities
deities
today. They're
today.
not ones that I particularly work with. And it's also interesting because when I've been doing research on things, it seems to be heavily weighted that moon deities are goddesses and sun deities are gods. It does tend to be weighted a bit more that way, but there are some crossovers. Yeah, I would agree with both those because Thoth is a god, isn't it? So yeah, Demeter, harvest goddess, ancient Greek goddess. Yes, she's full moon, definitely full moon. Goddess of agriculture, harvest, and fertility. Connected to Persephone. You were talking about her earlier, weren't you? So
Yeah.
yeah, and Hecate, of course. Yeah, they're all in that kind of group together. The equivalent Roman goddess is Ceres. Abundance, harvest, mysteries, relationships. Yep, I'd go for that. I'm going to throw out Konosushi. My brain went to Star Trek then, David, and the Kobe Meshu or whatever
You
it's
see, I
called.
just went straight to Cthulhu.
Sorry. I'm not familiar with that one, David. I'm not familiar with that one. I've just my head went to Star Trek with that one, but there you go.
You have a
Sephora.
personification like, sorry, carry on.
Anyone associated with owls are little owls, Morpork. See, now my head's gone to Discworld and Ankh Morpork. Very active during the full moon. Owls. Athena is owls, isn't she? Blothuwith. If I've pronounced that correctly, I
I'll
apologise to
go
any Welsh people. She's owls as well, isn't she? Heather, do you agree with that one?
Ellen,
Ellen?
yeah, you could do because obviously she does Ellen of the Ways. She, lights. She carries her to guide you through pathways and things. So yeah, it could be. But then she could be any. For me, she's all of them.
Yeah. I think there's quite a few, isn't there, that kind of cover
Yeah.
all of the phases. Ariane Rod, goddess of the moon. Yeah, I think Blothuweth, dual deity of the moon and the sun. Yeah, that would work for me. Dark and the light. Yeah, I would go with that one.
I don't think there's any right or wrong, is it? I think it's
No, not at all.
how you perceive them.
Yeah. There's the Chinese goddess Chang'o, goddess of the moon. There's an Aztec one that I can't pronounce because there's too many H's and X's in it. Luna. I think the general, like Luna being the Roman goddess of the moon, obviously. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Mani, Norse goddess of the moon.
saying
Yep.
Manny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Though sort of Manny was like a sort of the
Yeah,
moon. That
probably
was
would.
sort of a name for the
Yeah.
moon, but would be associated with that.
Yep, I've Blothuweth and her owls, definitely. There's Inanna, Sumerian goddess of the full moon and the stars. Kuan Yin, yep, beautiful goddess. And Vesta, yeah, I would go with that one. Mani, going back to her, Norse goddess, son of a giant, Mundilifor. My pronunciation. Mani is the god of the moon and brother to the sun goddess Sol. Mani controls phases of the moon and guides it across the skies. Nice.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it is Rhiannon. Yep, singing
Mhm.
now, obviously, because you have to. Ops, Roman goddess of the full moon. Have had a connection with Demeter. Have never looked at her as a moon goddess. I think there's different facets, isn't there? She was a goddess of the full moon, but she was, I think, perhaps more the goddess of agriculture and harvest. But I think
Mm.
that ties her in, doesn't it, as the full moon, because that the whole
Yeah,
harvest
that
um,
manifestation, isn't it?
energy.
It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Now there's me saying about a lot of the moon deities are goddesses. Mani, obviously, being one of the contrary ones because he was a god.
Mm.
Yeah, so it was a generalization. Generalization. Good evening, Melody. You don't have to apologise. It'll all be on replay, so you can go back and watch it. I think deities is very personal, isn't it? It will depend on who comes to you and how you see them and how they present themselves to you. There are lots that are general moon goddesses and general moon gods. It's some specifically tied in with the full moon, some not. So, yeah, it's, personal, that kind of thing. But as it's now, an hour and a half in, I guess we ought to crack on, really. If we very quickly cover some special moons for you, and then we will work the ritual.
We say special moons, the sort of thing, and there are new and full moons that take on a special appearance, such as the blue moon and the super moon. Each one does deserve to be mentioned, so I'll go very quickly through some of them. We've got a blue moon. That's considered to be the second full moon in a calendar month. Although originally a blue moon was categorised as the third full moon that has 4 full moons. I remember doing the lesson for this and getting so tongue tied as
Confused.
I was recording it. Usually there are only 3 full moons in a season, the season being the period between a solstice and an equinox, or vice versa. The idea of the blue moon being the second in a calendar month seems to be a modern idea that surfaced during the 1940s due to incorrect information being published. As it happens in these cases, the misinformation was repeated and the idea seems to now become accepted over the original definition. So, yeah,
Yeah,
it's quite
it
simple, isn't
happens.
Yeah, which is where the saying "once in a blue moon" comes from, because it relates to the thing that it's so infrequent. There's no definite answer, but that's the sort of like the common parlance, isn't it? That's what it means. The old English word "betrayer" translates as "belue," which may have evolved over time to become "blue." And the betrayer was used as the extra full moon that didn't fit into the usual pattern because,
Outcast.
yeah, an outcast. And apparently, there is some research that's shown in the 16th century the term blue moon translates as absurd. And in the 18th century, blue moon meant never. Well, and during the 19th century, we started to see actual blue moon tinges to the moon, mainly caused by natural and man made disasters affecting the atmosphere. Magical energy of the blue moon is quite special. It's sort of like really ramped up and supercharged. So it's a time to ask for something out of the ordinary, something that you think is so impossible, but that would be the time to ask for it. So from dreams, wishes, anything that you want to, you think that you couldn't possibly get, ask for it in the blue moon.
You never know. If you don't
No.
ask, you don't get.
Hmm.
Blue moon spells and tips. I think this goes for general moon magic, though, doesn't it? Be clear about your intentions. Show the moon that you really want this and that your will and your desire is strong for the goal. Cleansing ritual baths work really well. Talk to the moon, tell it what you want. It might not be what you actually get, because what you want isn't always what you need, but there you go. Write a petition asking the moon energy to remove all of the things in your life that no longer serve you. Leave it out under the moonlight, and then you can burn it the following day, because who doesn't love burning things? Dance in the moonlight, bathe in the moonlight, pick leaves, berries, seeds, flowers, any plants on a blue moon and dry them for magical use, because they'll have extra boost of energy, because they'll have that extra special blue moon energy to it. Pop a silver coin in your pocket, stand outside under the moon, turn the coin over. Take the coin and place it on your altar afterwards to bring you good luck and fortune. A blue moon in particular is super fertile energy. So if you want to work with spells for fertility, blue moon's a good time for that. And if you work with colour magic, tie in that blue colour to your blue moon magic. Wisdom, faith, trust, honesty, peace, healing, all some of the intents covered by blue. And cleanse and recharge all of your magical tools and crystals under the blue moon, because that'll be supercharged. David remembers the Konsu because he used to read Moon Knight as a kid. Memories. We like memories like that. Some say 13 months in the year, 28 days. New Year starts in spring, so a blue moon would have been even rarer. The calendars have changed over the years. The calendars have changed quite a bit depending on who was in charge, how they worked it out. So, yeah.
We also have the supermoon. It's when the moon is at its closest point to the Earth. We call it the supermoon. It's not any bigger than normal. It is just because it's closer. Appears to be much bigger. It happens when the Earth, the moon, and the sun all align. And this only happens about once a year, roughly every 14th full moon. The term supermoon seems to be fairly modern, but it does what it says on the tin. That supermoon energy does seem to put out more power, including creating stronger tides on the Earth. Yeah, we've witnessed that here. We get the huge, and the tides rise at Emsworth and go right over the road when it happens. So from a magical standpoint, the supermoon power should be utilised to the max. Don't waste the opportunity of extra oomph in your workings. It will certainly give you that. The energy and power will be much stronger and more intense. So everything will be heightened and amplified. So a big old kick up the bot.
So spell tips and activities that you could use during the supermoon. Work with the supermoon by connecting with the element of water in all of its forms. Any spell work will be increased, so try working a magnifying glass into your spell work to amplify the magic. Supermoon is an excellent time to work a dedication, whether it is to your pathway, a coven, or to a particular deity. Drawing down the moon on imagine that. Drawing down the moon on a supermoon is uber powerful. Yes. That would really, wow.
Yeah,
mind you don't get knocked off your feet. I'm thinking, wow. You may want to work some serious grounding exercises after a super full moon. Yeah, especially if you've done a bit of a drawing down.
Yeah. So if you have a supermoon, then you have the opposite, which I'm a little embarrassed for, really. It's a micro moon. I mean, size doesn't matter, but... So if there's the point when the moon is at its closest to the Earth and appears larger, there's an opposite. So when the full moon is at its farthest from the Earth, actually you won't notice. It doesn't look very much different at all to the naked eye, to be honest. But it happens almost yearly. But it's really not noticeable unless you're, a science bod with the special equipment to see it. You might just think that the moon seems perhaps a little less bright than usual. But the energy from a micro moon is just gentle and kind and easygoing. Moon is a rare cold moon. The moon is furthest north in the sky than usually seen. Okay, I haven't heard that one. It's not the size that matters, it's what you do with it. Absolutely, David. Absolutely.
We also have eclipses. A lunar eclipse is a full moon eclipse, and a solar eclipse is a new moon eclipse. When a celestial body moves into the shadow of another celestial body, wholly or in part, we get an eclipse. They're quite mystical events. They always make the news, don't they, whenever there is one. I cannot even begin to imagine what ancient civilizations thought about an eclipse. Yeah, it must have been quite scary, and
Mm.
when that happened, before they understood what it was, the end of the world or something like that must have been quite terrifying. Even now, when it happens, with all our understanding of the event, it does seem to cast an eerie feeling over everything. Yes, it does, doesn't it? It's very,
Mm.
very, very strange. So basically, you get the full moon phase in a very short period of time. So the moon will appear as waxing, waning, and reappearing all at the same time.
Mm.
Uses condensed whole moon cycle to work some powerful magic. Your spell work is going to be super amplified. Yes, because you have all those phases
Yeah,
all in one go.
literally squidged into. So yeah, so spell tips for this time. Definitely carries a huge amount of power. So we're talking literally the whole thing. New, waxing, full, waning. Literally the whole thing packed into moments, aren't we? So eclipses have the power of kicking us back onto our rightful paths. So if you've taken a little wander, whether you like it or not, you could find yourself getting pushed back into where you should be. We do have a habit of wandering off, don't we, into the wilderness and being easily distracted by shiny things or thinking the grass is greener on the other side. But an eclipse will bring us back into line. It can be challenging because generally we don't like change, especially ones that are sudden and ones that we haven't initiated. But we have to trust that the magic of the moon knows best. The eclipse can also give us insight, clarity, and a doorway to the other world. So, a good one for doing hedge riding, isn't
Oh, yeah. But you might get lost and never come back.
it? Good for meditation, transformation, personal growth, spiritual development, changes, and opportunities. Work spells for intuition, psychic abilities, divination, wisdom, healing, connection, the divine, and magical abilities.
All the good stuff. So I just had a look, and it's a oh, bless, my creamy grandson was born on a supermoon, bless. So I just had a look at the rare cold moon, because that's the cold moon is the last full moon of 2024, appearing full for about 3 days. It's a unique rising position occurring every 18.6 years, making it quite a rare event to observe. So there you go.
Wow.
Cold moon because it's December, but it appears fuller for slightly longer than a full moon normally would. So you've got there's quite a few different special moons. So draw on that energy, the fact that it is a rarer one, and know that it will be slightly supercharged. So it's good. Fascinating stuff. Fascinating stuff. This is where science meets magic. And that's wonderful when that happens. So, lots of moon stuff there to make everyone's head explode. Hopefully, you've learnt something. I know I have. Cabbage leaves definitely
Cabbage
going
leaves.
into spell making. Yeah.
And lasagna sheets.
And lasagna
Yeah.
sheets. Yes, absolutely. Writing all of that down. So we're going to do a little full moon ritual now, a full moon ritual for gratitude. If you've got bits and pieces with you, you can work the spell along with us. You can watch if you haven't, you can visualize if you haven't, or you can replay it later and do it along afterwards. It's all good, whatever you want to do. But we do ask for a lot. I mean, let's face it, every time you work a spell, every time you talk to the moon and ask for something, every time you do a request, put a request out there, put a wish out there, you are asking for things. And it's only fair that every so often we stop and give a little bit of thanks and blessings for all that we have. And I think the full moon is a really good time to do that, to say thanks, to give gratitude. And I think the December full moon is even more perfect, to just take that moment to stop and thank deity or the universe or whatever guiding light or energy that you keep asking for stuff from. It's only good manners anyway. So that's the meaning and the purpose of today's ritual. Sephora's going to make moon water in the cold moon to counteract Menno's stop and summer. Sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a good plan. Yeah, it'll be slightly supercharged because it's got that little extra special energy to it. Perfect. So whenever you're ready, Ness.
Oh, yeah. It's me. Scrolling
It's
down.
you.
There's my. I have to take a few deep breaths, ground a little bit, because we've all been up there with the moon. So
Sorry, Mandy. Making the dogs bark. Dogs howl at the moon. It's all good.
with the power of the moon, I cast a circle to a tune, magic creating a boundary to last. This moon circle is now cast. We call the quarters. Facing north, I call upon the element of earth. May you bring your energy of grounding and stability to this rite. Earth, I welcome you.
Earth, I
Earth,
welcome
I
you.
welcome you. Facing east, I call upon the element of air. May you bring your energy of intellect and inspiration to this rite. Air, I welcome you.
Air,
Earth,
I welcome
I
you.
welcome you.
Facing to the south, I call upon the element of fire. May you bring your energy of passion and power to this rite. Fire, I welcome you.
Fire,
Fire,
I
I
welcome you.
welcome you.
Facing west, I call upon the element of water. May you bring your energy of emotions and cleansing to this rite. Water, I welcome you.
Water,
Water,
I
I
welcome
welcome
you.
So for a wolf energy, yeah, we got some of that. And then facing the centre, call upon the fair and honest goddess Mart and ask that you bring the energy of balance, fairness, and truth to this rite. Mart, I honour your presence.
Mutt, I honour
I
your
honour
presence. Now we're getting to the spell work. So if you're joining us, then you can do this, or if you're just visualising, we are now going to light our white candle. I'm just going to sit quietly in front of the candle, focus on the flame, and think about all the blessings you have and the things you are thankful for in your life. No matter how small, really count each and every one of your blessings. If you want, you can jot them down. Then when you're ready, you're going to light your silver candle. You place your hands towards the screen, or you can just raise your hands up into the air, whichever you prefer.
Like you just don't care.
Just I give my thanks for all the blessings that I see. I give my thanks for all that is provided for me. My dreams, my hopes, all that I need. Any guidance given, I will wholeheartedly heed, with heartfelt blessings from me. This will be in a ritual script, which I will post up on the blog. So if you haven't remembered that or written that down, don't worry, that will be in the ritual script.
So if you're doing this at home, allow the candles to burn out to finish off the spell working. But while you're doing that, full moon is an excellent time to work with divination. So if you've got a divination tool that you like to work with, now is the time to do it. We are going to do a very quick general reading for everyone. This is no one in particular, just a general reading for all of you guys. When you ladies are ready.
Okay. Right, the first rune that I've pulled out, I could put it down there actually, is Rado or Reed. This is about a journey. This is also about getting things done. I sort of liken it to sort of a kick up the bottom, which I've already mentioned today, but it is getting things done. If you feel stagnated, think why, what you need to do to get things moving again. I think sort of use that full moon energy to unstick yourself from, whatever stagnant energies you think there are, whatever's stopping you wanting to do what you want to do. Get out there and get moving. Definitely. What else? I do one more.
Go for it.
Yeah, we got Fehu, which is the moon, the moon even, the rune. Oh, that's moon chat, isn't it? It is a wealth rune, but it also speaks to me of not just sort of monetary wealth, movable wealth. It's your wealth of knowledge, your inner wealth, what you're good at, what focus on yourself, your attributes, know your self-worth. So I think definitely be kind, be good to yourself, but get moving.
You have been told.
Don't just sit on your bodies. Like, yeah, if you feel stuck, stagnant, don't, yeah, have a think and definitely use the energies to get yourself moving forward again. But you are worth it, definitely. Heather?
I've decided to use my bone set, and I've got an absolutely wonderful reading. So I've got the complete wish stone. I'll show it a bit closer. So it's a complete wish stone, literally sitting right here. So this middle circle is everything that's now. Together with that, my little fossilized seed head with my little piece of sea glass, and one of my fox teeth. So the whole thing in this middle section is just saying that so many wishes, that people out there have got so many ideas in their that they may not be right there at the moment, but they're percolating there, and everything's going to be really exciting coming up because you've got the wish stone, the fox tooth. That's me. That's for me. That's getting your teeth into something. It's finding that path. One of the things I'd read out just a few minutes ago was where but it was for the eclipse. We haven't got an eclipse, but it was saying about being pushed off of your path or back onto your path, having to put up with change that you may not like at the time, but actually is for your own benefit. And that's very much what I'm getting from this little. There's lots of movement in this, especially with the sea glass. And then this little one that's just off to the side here, I will pick him up and show him. This is a crow vertebrae. This is for me, because it's just slightly into the next circle, which is things coming and going a little bit further away. That's very much for me, taking the bird's eye view. So although there's stuff that you want to do or that you want to get your teeth into, take a few moments before you go on that journey that Ness has told you to go on, to actually look, to make sure you've got all the information that you need, because then it's going to be successful. Over to Rachel.
Yeah, the energy. Super energy. So I read the tarot, but my tarot deck is a bit weird. It's 138 cards, which makes it a nightmare to shuffle. Readings we were doing today, I lost half the deck on the floor at one point. That's my bad shuffling. There are at least one of each of the usual tarot cards in this deck, but they're all from completely different tarot decks. And then there's all kinds of random stuff in there and all sorts of weird and wonderful things. And the two cards I've drawn out are weird and wonderful. So you have Lightning in a Bottle.
Ooh.
And this one it's energy packed, but it's about that manufactured energy. It is about the world as it is today. It is about the whole X Factor. It is about that whole manufactured situation that you get online, in Hollywood, on the television. And it's all exciting and it's all fabulous, but a lot of it is manufactured and not real. This lightning in a bottle says, mix it up. Chuck something in that bottle that's out of the ordinary, chuck in some weird, add some absolute bonkers, bizarre stuff to make your life successful. All of this manufactured stuff is all about success. It's all put out there to make people think that everyone is successful. What you need to do for your own life is chuck your own sense of weird into it. So it kind of jumps on from what Heather and Ness have been saying in make your own destiny. Do it. Seize the lightning in the bottle and add your own pinch of madness to make it all happen. And the other card I got is the Undaunted. Had this one earlier today, actually. Supposedly this image is a fairy, but I can't see it. What I actually see is a bit of a backbone, bit of a spine. But this card, it's about your total self-certainty, your total everything you believe in yourself, all of the good stuff. It's self-promotion, it is self-confidence, it's self-esteem. It's a card that says, yep, grab hold of that lightning in the bottle, add your own weirdness to it, and life is good. So it's all about seizing that madness and that weirdness, all the bonkers good stuff.
Embrace it.
And
Yeah.
and run with it. Absolutely run with it. Yeah, that's two really, really positive, energetic cards there about, strength, self-esteem, having the confidence to do your own destiny, really. You're in charge of it. So kick butt and get it. They are pep talk. Full moon magic at its best.
Say,
Yeah.
the kitchen witches have told you.
So there you go. You have been told. So this is the part of the ritual where it's rapidly running out of time. Eat, drink, celebrate to help you ground. Don't forget to give offerings as well. Sprinkle some of the drink and food onto the earth outside after the ritual, or leave something on your altar. It is, after all, about gratitude, so don't forget to give something back. But you're very, very, very. Boy, is this talking? Yeah, the cards, the runes, the bones do not lie. This isn't us telling you. This is the tools telling you. You're very, very welcome, Fairy Queen. You're very welcome. We think that witchcraft should be shared. We do as much as we can to give back. So hopefully it's been useful. And I think there's a gap in the market for cabbage leaves and lasagna sheets, which we're going to run with.
Yes, absolutely.
So when you are ready, we are going to shut it all down because I'm very wary of time. If you have any questions about this afterwards, if you think of something tomorrow, next week, next month, email us. You can find all of our contact details online. We're always happy to answer questions if we can. We like to support each other, so don't ever feel that you're alone or lost in any of this. So I'm going to thank Deity, thank the fair and honest goddess Mart for bringing the energy of balance, fairness and truth to this rite. Mart, I honour you and ask that your energy continue with us as long as is needed. With blessings and thanks, we bid you farewell.
We bid
We
you
bid you
farewell.
farewell.
Now we'll release the quarters. Facing the west, I thank the element of water for bringing your energy of emotions and cleansing to this rite. Water, we bid you farewell.
Water, we bid you farewell. I thank the element of fire for bringing your energy of passion and power to this rite. Fire, we bid you farewell.
Fire,
Fire,
we bid you farewell.
We thank the element of air for bringing your energy of intellect and inspiration to this rite. Air, we bid you farewell.
Air,
air, we
we
bid you farewell.
I thank the element of earth for bringing your energy of grounding and stability to this rite. Earth, I bid you farewell.
Earth,
Earth,
we bid you
bid you
farewell.
farewell.
We will close the circle. I thank the power of the moon. I uncast this circle, but stay in tune. Magic unties the boundary to last. This moon circle is now uncast.
Blessed be. If you have enjoyed this evening, do please consider hitting the subscribe button to our YouTube channel. If you're over on the YouTube side, if you're on the Facebook page, do follow for notifications. That's all very appreciated. As I say, if you have any questions about witchcraft or any of the things that we've covered this evening, do please feel free to email us. We'll help if we can. We do readings. I need to put that in there. If you are a student of the Kitchen Witch School, you can ask one of us for a reading for free over on the forum. If anyone would like a reading from all three of us, you get all three of us reading for you at the same time. Details of that are on the Kitchen Witch online shop, and you can book a reading with us online. So, oh, lovely. Thank you, everyone. Lots of thank yous there. Thank you, everyone. We will be doing some more next year. We're going to have a little break for Christmas, but we will be coming back next year with very similar things, sharing as much as we can. Yes, It is. Life's a whole roller coaster ride, isn't it? It is all about trying to be in control, but also going with the flow as well. It's about getting the balance, isn't it? Yeah, it's been a year, that's for sure. It's been a fast blink and this whole year's gone kind of ride, but there you go. But witchcraft can help. Witchcraft can help get you through it all and understand it all. So, yes, I am. I am glad everyone's enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining us, guys, and thank you so much for being a part of it. Without you guys making all of the comments and asking all the questions, we would have been sitting here talking to ourselves, which, it'll all be on replay. It'll all be, give us a couple of minutes to finish up, and then it'll all be on replay and you can watch the whole lot again. It'll all be there ready. Naomi Corneck's Oracle cards are brilliant. They are absolutely brilliant. Yeah. I think full moon pizza should be a thing. I absolutely think full moon pizza should be a thing. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much, everyone. It has been an amazing year at Kitchen Witch, and thank you to you guys. We couldn't do what we do without you guys supporting us. Well, there you go, ladies. The challenge has been put out there. The special Christmas part. Friday morning, my Friday morning chat, the last one of the year, this coming Friday.
I think I'm working. Hold on.
I think you're working with special guests. I think we will do some Friday morning chats as the three of us next year. We'll slot some of those in because that'd be lots of fun anyway, won't it? She says, hopefully. Looking at them.
Yes, I think this is the point where we slide slowly.
My Friday morning chats will continue next year. The last one of this year will be on Friday. I think it's about the 20th, isn't it? Something like that. I lost track of the dates or anything.
20th.
And then little break for Christmas, and I'll be back again in the new year. They will be continuing. We will be doing some more online workshops like this, workshops and rituals next year. So keep an eye out for details of those as well. If there's anything specific you would like us to do online, if there's anything specific you would like as subjects or anything like that, drop us a message. If we can do it, we will do our utmost to get it out there to you. Huge thank you to everyone again. Big thank you to Heather and Ness. Kitchen Witch would not run without these two ladies. They do so much stuff behind the scenes that you guys don't see as well. It wouldn't run without them. So big thank you to them as well. And have a fantastic solstice, Yule, Christmas, whatever it is you might celebrate or not, as the case may be.
Thank you, Rachel, because if it wasn't for you,
we wouldn't be here.
We wouldn't be here.
I wouldn't have got you into all this mess.
Comfort zone out.
Yeah, no, there's no comfort zone in Kitchen Witch.
But we love it. Absolutely love it. So yeah,
the energy of everything it's a community thing, isn't it? And I love that what has happened here is an online community, and I hope everyone feels the same way about that. So thank you, everyone. Take care, and we will catch you all next time.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.